So we just got a shipment in of Bresse chicks, and we're going to tell you all about these guys. We're really excited. Our friends at the recreational homestead sent these to us. I like this little, they did their own packaging here. It says Bresse is best. 250 eggs per year. They're dual purpose, best tasting, and active foragers. So let's open these guys up and tell you all about our breeding and meat plans for these chicks. Here we go. Oh, and we got our little friend here to help us get the chicks out. How do you think he'll do with the baby chicks? Think he'll do all right?
I think he's gonna enjoy some company.
Hi. Hey, look, watch. What's in there? Go look.
All right.
This one's got a purple band.
Yes, so these Bresse chicks from the recreational homestead, they breed these guys specifically for meat. They're a good dual purpose breed, so you can get eggs and meat from them. So people often ask us, why don't we breed our meat chickens? And they would grow really big, really fast, especially the Cornish cross. That breed specifically, they get so big so fast, it's hard to get them to even survive long enough. And so these guys have 3 different color bands on their legs. We've got a purple band here, there's an orange band, and then there's a green band. And the reason they did that was that they have different breeding flocks. And so that way, if you want to actually keep them for yourself to breed them, you can have unrelated pairs. We'll know that there won't be breeding issues with them in the future. There's the family right there. A 24-hour alive and well guarantee. There's a good question right there. It says, why are their legs not blue? Their legs turn blue at 3 to 6 weeks of age. 2-day-old baby chicks right here with our 2-day-old emu right here. Oh, we didn't count them. How many are here?
Oh.
4, 25, 26, 27. All right, so we got 27 Bresse chickens here. All of them survived the 2-day shipping. Chicks are naturally able to be shipped or go without food for the first couple days because they absorb the yolk when they hatch. And so if you ship them on the first day, they don't need any food or water. And so when they get here, they'll all be ready to eat and drink.
So in the past, we've tried to keep some meat chickens to keep for breeding. And over the winter, they eat so much feed. You have to decide if you're going to feed them all winter or if you're going to call them before. If you eat just regular chickens, that works too. But like the roosters, there's barely any meat on them. They're just tall and skinny. So you have to have several chickens per meal to make enough meat.
So we could end up keeping some of these if we're actually going to breed them for food. We'll see if we go that route or if we just end up using these guys for food. But we could end up keeping some, using them as breeders for future chicks. And then those guys would stick around and we'd probably name those. But that's part of life on the farm is having animals that you love. And just knowing that sometimes you've got to separate your love and care for them up until the point that they have to serve their purpose for the farm. And so we just understand that some animals are pets, some are food, and sometimes they even serve somewhere in between on that. I'm going to go outside and set up the brooder. We just moved over the Hmong chickens this morning over to the old little outdoor peacock shelter. So we can move the Chimani chicks into the brooder that the Hmong chickens were in. And that will free up the big brooder for these Bresse chickens. So we're going to move them to the outdoor brooder where we've got the pea chicks.
You might move these guys to here and then move them in here because I think there's a lot more in there.
Yeah. These guys are looking really fun and colorful. And then here in the brooder shed, in here we've got our button quail. This is where the Hmong chickens were. And then here's where our Chimanis are, and this is where we need to put our chicks today. And so I need to clean this out, move the chicks over into here. Let me get this cleaned up a little bit, and then we'll be ready to move those chicks out here to the brooder, and they'll be excited to get some food and water. Now these Chimani chicks are a couple weeks old now. They might be about 3 weeks old. This is a great brooder for something that's a little older. The heat is a little higher up, but they can use so much roosting space. Look at them here, they're immediately hopping up onto these roosting bars. And we made a few videos about why we're raising the I Am Chimani chickens. Of course, they're an amazing breed. They're pretty rare. We've had a lot of people that have been interested in them, and so we wanted to build a breeding flock for them. And so we've got a couple roosters and a couple hens that are already growing up, and then we have these 5 to try to get some more hens to go with them. All right, I've got our brooder all set. Got some water, a little water tray over there, some food in the back. We got our heat lamp all set. Chickens all moved around, brooder's all cleaned out. Let's go get some chicks. Now they told me about the leg bands and to take them off in the first couple days and switch it out for something else because the leg bands will get a little too tight for them. So I've got some different size leg bands and I can switch them up to some bigger size here in the next couple days. So hopefully the next update that we do, I'll remember to do that to them. Now we've got 27 chicks in here. That makes me a little nervous because look how crowded it is. So I've got to make sure that nobody gets stuck in corners, nobody drowns in the water, they don't run out of food. They have plenty of easy access to warmth, so that's going to be my concern over the next few days. All get to the warmth without piling on each other if they get cold. So it looks like they're getting lots of food, lots of water. They're running around. They are really excited. These guys are so active. So we'll show you how everything goes here over the next few days, but thank you so much to the Recreational Homestead for sending us these chicks. Be sure to check a link to their website down in our description. We really appreciate them sending us these chicks. We're really excited to raise these guys for some meat birds and possible breeders this year. Hi, Dolly. So it's been about 10 days since we had the chicks arrive in the mail, and they have made a mess of their brooder. We've never had, it's probably been a long time since we've had this many in here. I mean, 27 Bresse chicks in here. We've already had to do a full clean out, and keeping their food and water topped off is a 2 to 3 time a day event. Here. Got our little emu baby here. You gonna go run around? No, don't poop. No, 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 no. So we've got an idea. It's a little cold out right now, otherwise we'd immediately go to moving those chicks outside because we can have them on grass, they can get it as dirty as they want, we can always move them to a fresh space. Come on, buddy. Little emus following me here. And so right now it's just the edge of spring, and it's 50s during the day and it's 30s at night, and that is just too cold for chicks. And so we're gonna have to put a heat lamp on. We do have a free chicken coop, one of our little chicken tractors that we can move over by the brooder, and so we can give the chicks and the emu more space, because we've had the emu inside, and man, even just over a week old, he poops a lot. So I don't know how we did this the first time with Bamboo, and so I think we're gonna have to keep him outside with the chicks and have them grow up together until some other emu babies hatch out. What are you doing? You're gonna get beat up, buddy. You just jump right through there. You're gonna get hurt by a rooster. Come here. No, 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 no. Come here. There you go. So we have this one chicken tractor right here. I need to make sure that door doesn't open. This light we got from Premier One, and what we like about this over the typical ones you'll see from the store, it has an enclosure to keep anything from touching the hot bulb there. So if this were to fall down, you won't have a fire created by this. And these bulbs last way longer. We actually just had our first one burn out, and I think it lasted well over a year. And those bulbs from the store that are really cheap, they'll burn out every month or so. So this has definitely been worth it, and helps us have a little more peace of mind when we have it outside with our chicks. We don't like to use heat lamps outside whenever possible, but in this situation, it's a little too cold and we need bigger space. So we need a heat lamp out here for them right now. You wouldn't know it's 50 degrees outside with you guys wearing shorts out here, you goofballs.
It's warm out there.
All right, well, let's take these chicks out here. They came with little leg bands on, and they get tight after a week. They warned us that they'd get tight and we need to remove them. And so we went ahead and put some large bands on here just so we could tell them apart. So we might keep the green as roosters, and then there's purple and orange. And we keep them for hens, and then that way they'll be unrelated. And the rest we can use as meat birds and just process them this year for food for our family. There's not that many times we get a bird from a hatchery that we know what family lineage they come from, and so that we can breed unrelated stock with each other.
This is orange, this is green.
Go ahead. Oh, you got a chick.
Ha.
And so even if you end up breeding like a father back to its daughter or something like that, while it may not be recommended, some people do use line breeding to perfect the traits, but sometimes there can be some birth defects if you do that. So where are we adding our emu in here?
Because he's outgrown our house. He is an eating and pooping machine, so we need to move him outside, and these guys are gonna have plenty of room for him to roam around.
And this is their first time on grass, and look at it. They are already going for it. That is awesome. You can see the emus going for some toes there. We're gonna have to watch out for that. So we'll come back and check on these guys tonight. The main thing is that we want to make sure that the heat is at the right height here. If we get too low, and only so many can fit underneath it, and they'll get smashed to try to get under the heat. If we put it too high, it won't get warm enough, and then they'll still bundle up. So we'll come back and watch them tonight, make sure that they're able to stay warm, even with it being 30, 40 degrees out tonight. You guys gonna do all right? Well, they poop a lot, so we'll definitely have to move this every day, but so far so good. Looks like they're doing all right. They're gonna stay warm in here. All right. All right, guys. We'll see you in the morning. Stay warm. So this is always the scariest moment. Checking the chicks the day after I put them outside at night when it got pretty cold. Please don't be any dead chicks. Outstanding. Everybody's alive. You can come on out. Go ahead, buddy. Look how big he's already getting. He's growing a lot. And everybody did great. Woo! You can tell with the poop level down there, they definitely sat in the middle. So we'll have to keep moving this, but what a relief. Oh my gosh. Oh, Emu's back in. You like it in here? What are you doing out here? You see the emu? Now we're about a week away from this guy potentially having some brothers and sisters. Some little emu babies to run around with. So we've got one egg left in the incubator. I think I see some movement on it. And then the first of 8 eggs. We had one break. We had 9 under Bert. So we have the first of 8 eggs. Could start hatching in about a week. So let's hope that begins. And then when some or all of those eggs hatch in the next month, then we'll move this emu in with them, and he can be a big brother to all of them, or big sister. You see the emu? Yeah. So thank you to the Recreational Homestead for sending these chicks our way. Be sure to check out a link to their website in our description. We are really excited about these Bresse chickens. All right.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Good job. Can you say bye?
Bye.
No, don't go in there. No, don't go there. It's poopy. It's poopy and you don't have shoes on.
Ew.